Welcome. My name is Kay Minjabar. I'm the AVID coordinator at Smithfield-Selma High School, and we are glad that you are here tonight. And we're going to spend a little bit of time just telling you a little bit about what AVID looks like at Triple S. I'm not going to talk a whole lot. I'm going to let you hear from other teachers and some of our parents and our students. So, because that's really what you want to hear. So we're going to start. We have a brief video that has some clips just to give you an idea of some of the different types of activities that we do in AVID. So you noticed that there were a lot of pictures of our students visiting different college campuses across the state of North Carolina. And that's an important part of AVID because the focus of AVID is helping to prepare students to fulfill their goal to attend college. So everything that we are doing in AVID is working towards that. The curriculum that we offer, the opportunities that we provide for our students is to help them to prepare for that. But what we're doing in AVID, it goes well above that because AVID is about family. We're about relationships, building relationships, and giving students a support system. So AVID is an elective class. It's not a club. It is a class that students are enrolled in. And the way that we make it work is that we pair AVID with another honors level core course. So this year our AVID ninth graders took AVID paired with either Honors English 1 or Honors World History. And so that is good because it allows them to have that class year-long rather than just semester-long, and so it gives them the supports of AVID all year long, the access to the teachers, some of the skills that are embedded in AVID. We focus on what we call WICR, so it's very writing intensive, working on developing critical reading strategies, inquiry skills, very collaborative in nature in our classroom. Students are working together and learning how to do that effectively, and what is especially valuable, especially for some of our rising ninth grade students, is the organizational piece. And that goes well beyond just making sure our backpacks are nice and neat. It's making sure that we know how to organize our time by using different organizational tools like calendars, how to prioritize, how to organize information that we learn in our classes through a research-based note-taking system, Cornell Notes. So it includes all of those things. Our students are working on public speaking, but then we're also giving them opportunities to learn about college. So in the AVID elective, they're also researching colleges, careers. They do a college research project every year. We have student work samples out in the lobby that you could see from that. And so it just gives them an opportunity to develop all of those things that is going to be really critical for their success when they do get to college or when they decide to enter into a career. They're just valuable skills. These are some of the things that I mentioned to you. For our students, because they are college bound, we give them opportunities to prepare for the SAT and the ACT. We pay for all of our 9th graders to take the PSAT. Our 10th graders take the pre-ACT. They register together as juniors and seniors multiple times to take the ACT and SAT. We give them opportunities to prepare for those tests during the AVID elective class so they can get the best score possible, and they have access to those resources for free. And then in the senior year, when all the hard work they've been doing throughout high school, it gets to the point where it's time to start applying for colleges. We work very closely with students through that whole process for figuring out FAFSA, how to find scholarships, the money matters, some of those important things that maybe they don't get as much support otherwise when trying to get into college. So those are things that are really valuable parts of AVID. And I can say that for our students who have applied to college in AVID, we can say that 100% of our students have been accepted to 4-year college or university. And so we're very proud of our students for that. That just demonstrates the hard work that they're putting into what they're doing. And then we help them to make the decision that's best for them. So some do choose to go into 4-year schools. Some may choose to start at JCC. But the power of AVID is giving students the ability to be able to advocate for themselves, to be able to think about all of the things that go into making these big life decisions, and letting them know that there are people that are there advocating for them, that are in their corner cheering for them, and that we're going to be there with them as their support system along the way. So now I'm going to invite some people up onto the stage and let you hear from them. We're going to start with one of our AVID elective teachers, and he does currently teach our AVID 9th graders and our seniors. This is Mr. Frobrote.
Hello, how's everybody doing? I'm Elliot Frobrote. I think one of the biggest impacts for me working with the AVID program is just having all these tools to give the students, and also tools to kind of help me. So a lot of my students will tell you, like, I struggle with organization a bit. So just having those tools that I can use and teach the students, like agenda planning and taking those notes, it's just been a huge asset to my teaching and as I'm helping them as they grow into students. And it's really neat too to see the progression. Like, I've got 9th graders this year, seeing them come in not really knowing what in the heck's going on, kind of wandering around, a little lost. And then as they get to that 12th grade year and they've matured, they figured out exactly what they want, or still working on figuring out exactly what they want, and are just pushing themselves to that next level. It's just a great program, and I would encourage you guys to join for sure.
And now we're going to invite some of our AVID parents up. Ms. Street.
Good evening. My name is Alicia Street. As Ms. Menjivar said, I am one of the AVID parents. I have actually 4 students that have been in AVID since middle school, and I find that the information that they receive is invaluable. You know, sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect when your children go to high school, but to have this extra support to help them to be organized, to help them to be prepared for college, because like I said, that disconnect, you want them to be, you know, tuned in and knowing what they're going to do and having the support and the strategies to get it done. And I find that that has been what AVID has given to my children. Each and every one of them have received something different. I've seen my children blossom as far as becoming leaders, and just a lot, you know, great things I've seen come forth from them being in the AVID program is definitely beneficial, and you should sign your children up.
Hello, my name is Donnie Powell, and I have right now 2 girls. Haley, she's in 11th grade. Brandy is in 10th grade, and they are both in AVID. And I attribute their success, and they're doing really great, to the leaders the teachers at Triple S, because they lead by example, and you can see that. And all the things that have been said, it's really like a family. And then I've got a son that graduated last year. He's at UNCW. He is doing excellent. He made the dean's list. And I also attribute his success by what he learned at Triple S High School through the AVID program. Not only is it a program, but it's a way of life for our students and our teachers, because they rise above, and they're instilling crucial values into not only my children, but others as well. Organization, dedication. And there was a movie many years ago with Clint Eastwood, The Outlaw Josie Wells, and there was a Cherokee chief that said something very, very important, and I'll remember it the rest of my life. He said, endeavor to persevere. And that's what these students are doing. Not only the students, but the teachers as well. And we could all say that. That is our goal in life, is to endeavor to persevere. And I appreciate Triple S and what they're doing.
Following those two is very difficult. So they have pretty much said it all. And so I'll add a little bit to it. Kid President, if you're familiar with him, said you were made to be awesome. And so AVID is a framework that really helps, as you'll see when our students speak to that are in AVID, they really are awesome. Average is left behind. And here are some of the reasons why I think that is. It's not a mistake. My own daughter is in AVID, and she is someone who would benefit from a framework for success. Internally driven, wants to be successful, but not always doing well with straight rows and lines and lectures. And AVID provided that framework for success, and that word blossom is a word I instantly connected with that word, because that is so true from when she was in elementary and middle, and just who she is today as an 11th grader, blossomed. And AVID provided that framework, and they're like a family, and so it's a network of young people who are internally driven to be better than average, to be greater than average, to be awesome. And so they push one another, and the teachers push them as well. They have to take honors and above-level courses. You can't just settle just because it's easy. So it pushes them. But then they have that framework to be able to handle that load. It prepares them for college. I believe 100% of AVID students for the last 5 or 6 years, 100% have been accepted into higher ed. And so one of the things that I also appreciate is when you go and think about college, most people think about basketball teams or football teams. They're like, State, Duke, Carolina. There are thousands of colleges that are made just for you. And it's not always the big ones. If it is, great. But there are also smaller colleges that you will thrive at. And so AVID goes on trips, and they look at all the different options, and that has been very useful. It has helped her interact with her notes. You take Cornell notes. You hear about the Cornell notes. Cornell University is an Ivy League school, and they said that's what their students need to do. And at first she hated those notes, struggled with the notes, and as she began to engage in those notes, you see her understanding, and she's trying to have conversations with me, and I'm like, whoa, you better give me those notes. I got to follow along here, and that's been something that's neat as well. Tutoring sessions for the students. You don't just get to go in there and say, I don't understand. They have a particular method where you have to dig down deep and understand why you don't understand. And then they hire tutors that come back and help the students be successful. If you're not from the feeder pattern, that often comes up. But I'm not from the feeder pattern. And I hear this, I hear that. Not from this feeder pattern either. And in fact, could have her go to school. I actually work with the county and could go to our base school or some other school, but that's where she wants to be and has loved every second of it. So if you're not from the feeder pattern, we keep talking about the AVID family. One of the neat things about Triple S is it's a diverse high school, and if you are there for a week, you've then found somebody to be friends with. It's a very accepting place, and again, my daughter wasn't from that feeder pattern and loves it there. And so I'd wrap up with AVID students are involved, they're engaged, and that leads them to be leaders and very successful in life. And I must thank publicly AVID and the AVID teachers for helping my daughter blossom into the young lady that she is today.
And now we're going to hear from the best part, our students.
Hello, how is everybody doing? My name is Alexia, and I'm a junior in this AVID program. I haven't been in AVID since in middle school I wasn't in AVID. I joined my 9th grade year, and it's the best decision I've made to start my high school career because I was really confused when I started as a freshman, and I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how the classes was going to be. So whenever I started the AVID class, it was all laid out for me, and I could ask the teacher anything I wanted, and it especially helped me with my my homework and everything because I didn't have the help at home because I'm a first generation to go to college. So it definitely helped me for AVID because I could bring the questions, like one of the parents said that we had tutorials. I could ask the questions that I had from other classes in my tutorial sessions, and my students, my peers would ask me questions for me to understand instead of just telling me the answers. So I didn't really know what I wanted to major in or what career I wanted to be in high school. So as AVID helped me discover different majors and careers, because we actually do a career project, and we discover different careers, and I actually chose one that I really love, and it's business. So I was really confused up until my 9th grade year about it, but with the help of AVID, I got to tour different colleges, and I actually found one that I love also, and that was UNC Chapel Hill. And Chapel Hill is a really hard school to get into, but I think with the help of AVID, with organization skills and college readiness skills, I'll be able to get accepted to UNC Chapel Hill, and that's all because of the help of AVID.
Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? Good. My name is Kenya, and I'm currently a junior at Triple S. I was inducted into AVID my sophomore year, which was last year, and from my AVID experience, I can personally say that I love AVID. I have developed many skills that I didn't have before AVID, like time management skills, organizational skills, college readiness skills, like how to prepare for college. So AVID has offered me the opportunity to go to different places and experience many things at colleges, like talking to college students and just getting a feel what college can feel like when I go there, when I apply to college and when I go there. I have developed a family through AVID. Not only have I developed a support system through my teachers and my peers, like Alexia said, I'll be a first generation college student, so I'll be the first in my family to go to college. And AVID has just helped me develop many close classmates and relationships with my teachers, so I can gain support system throughout with them on how I can I know I can reach out to them and ask them questions, and I won't be afraid to ask them, and I know they'll be there to support me. Not only has AVID offered me the opportunity to develop many skills on how I can be successful, it has helped me set a mindset goal where I see myself after I graduate high school. I think AVID is an amazing program overall, and I definitely recommend it to anyone. If you're planning to go to college, I think that with the support system and your peers all around you, you will be able to create a mindset where you see yourself later on in the future. It has definitely helped me create a vision of where I see myself after I graduate high school.
Hi, I'm Ricardo. I've been in AVID since middle school, since 6th grade, and I don't know where to start. I'm not going to repeat what everybody else said. I'm going to be honest. AVID, because I'm a senior, AVID has been so supportive. They help me apply to school. They keep me up to date with scholarships. They push us to do better. And whenever we need any assistance, we can always go to our AVID teacher for help, especially like all the other students that came up. I'm a first-generation student, not first-generation. And applying to college was really hard, and I didn't think I would honestly apply because, family, and they didn't know where to start to help me. But because of my AVID teachers and everybody else, they were they supported me the whole way, and it's just great to have somebody there who's always there to help you, and they always believe that you can do the best. And I'm very grateful for AVID and glad that I took it, and if I could, I would take it again. Thank you. This is just.
Thank you so much to our AVID students and parents and teachers. I can't add any more. I think they pretty much said it all. If the support system, the family environment, that's very important to us. We won't see your student as just another body or another test score or another data point. Your student is a person to us, part of our family, and we're going to make sure that when you're not there to stay on their case, that we're there to stay on their case. And sometimes they are like, oh no, here she comes again. But we're helping them to remember what their goals are every single day. If you have any questions or you would like to talk to us or any of our students anymore, we will be out in the lobby afterwards. And as you've heard, for other purposes, we have the exact same common application as due next week, February 15th. And you can find out more information or contact us anytime. You can visit our website on our SSS page. It's very easy to find. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.